what's up, guys? And what's up, Sussex Squad? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Prince Harry, you are sitting here waiting for your family to get a clue. But, baby, like all things royals, they are a day late and a dollar. Well, I would say a dollar short, but they are a billion up from what they've taken from the country folk. Now, listen. Y'all know I am not a royalist. And y'all know I'm happy that Harry and Meghan left the royal family because, baby, I don't think the monarchy should exist at all. Harry, you can be a prince. That's cute. Look for Meghan. But at the end of the day, the monarchy must fall. There is no way you can rehabilitate it. There's no way you can make it better. There's no way they want to make it better. So, baby, it is what it is. And that is saying that it is nothing. Okay, so where are we at? Well, funny thing, okay? William is still mad that Harry crept on into the UK and said nothing. And the royals want to be like, but wait, security. You said you wanted security. The only problem is, William, will you be serious? Because Harry sent a clear message to the royal family. And that clear message is you guys I need security from. It's you guys I don't want to be around. It's you guys that I don't mess with. Y'all, I don't understand why everybody's been overlooking this. Harry goes places without having armed guards. But the same thing is, Harry saw what happened to his mama. Harry saw what happened to his brother, looking like Case of the Body Snatchers, body and hair snatchers. Harry saw what happened to Kate. Harry knows how that power and that mental abuse that is specifically with the royals, how it corrupts everything. And Harry doesn't trust the royals anymore. Do you see? He wants independent people guarding him. He wants permission for his people to be able to have pals in the UK. He wants permission for his people to have access to his credible threats. Why? Because if it isn't obvious to everyone, Harry thinks the biggest threat to him is the royal family. And is he wrong? Look what happened to Diana. People can say what they want, but that stuff in the tunnel was mad suspect. And now that we see the way Charles rolls, would that be above him? Think about it. When Harry was at his lowest, when he didn't have access to money, and when the threat level was at the highest because people were calling Harry a blood traitor and all this other stuff, Charles pulled his security, leaked his whereabouts, and left them sitting ducks in Canada, hoping that they would crawl back, not even crawl, run back home, shrieking in terror. And if they chose not to, well, whatever happened to Harry happened. Is it not unlike what Charles did to Diana? Tried to take away her titles, tried to pull security, tried to do this and that. Think about even what happened with that tunnel, and Harry wanted a full investigation open. Think about what's going on with the tabloids. At the end of the day, the only people that Crown cares about is the king and the next in line to be the king. And make no mistake, I believe one of the reasons they have spares is because if something happens to the king, the spare will take over, meaning if the king falls out of line, if the king says, guess what, we're giving these billions back to the people, if the king says everything they don't like, they're going to go out, they're probably would get rid of the king and move in with the spare. Everybody has to buy into this for the system to work. And for Harry to actually show himself with a tan, a beautiful wife, healthy kids, living their life. No. I do say one thing. They're not going to let that happen. I've said it once and I've said it again. I do hope that Harry and Meghan become as rich, as powerful as possible, because I think that even though Harry, and I think this is why Harry and Meghan are getting into like the cyberbullying and this and that, because even though Harry is doing what he can to combat this, and so's Meghan, I believe that when Archie and Lilibet start getting of age, they are going to be paying friends off to talk trash about them. They're going to try to get them in compromising situations. They are going to try to make them seem like the wild children full of bad mixed blood. And that's why we don't mix with those type of people like Meghan. They're going to do their best to make sure that Archie and Lily fulfill every racist stereotype and archetype that those stupid monarchists can throw at them. That's why I think they're doing cyber. Okay. And everybody around will join in because for Harry to be happy means that their lives were lived in waste. For Harry to make a difference means that they don't need all those billions. Again, you can say what you want about the Queen Mother, Betty dead in the ground. But the thing is, she was no better than all of them. She raised them, she helped them, she financed them, but she was really good at PR. And she realized that in order to have billions and her racehorses and her son out there terrorizing the town folks and all this stuff, she had to live a life of service. Meaning, I'm rich and I could lay on my butt, but you know what? I'm going to come down and say hi to the poors. The only thing is, William didn't learn anything yet because William doesn't even want to come down and say hi to the poors. It is a mess any way you look at it. Anyway, to get back to what I was saying, okay, let me just plug my camera in really quick. Anyway, right? To get back to what I was saying, we all need to realize what's going on. So, what's the message that Harry is sending to his family? You guys are the single greatest threat. I don't trust you. I don't want your security looking after me. I don't want, oh, we'll do. No, because remember what happened when Archie was in Africa with Meghan and Harry when he was very, very young? And there was that mysterious, Google if you don't believe me, that mysterious fire in the nursery where Archie was supposed to be put down for his nap. um the nanny was like, no, let me take him downstairs while I go make tea. And they go upstairs and there wasn't a fire in his room, but there was smoke in his room. And we all know that most people don't die from a fire, they die from smoke inhalation. Again, after that, Meghan did not let Archie out of her sight as she shouldn't have. Remember that weird thing that happened in the middle of the night when Meghan fired the nanny that the royals had picked out on her and they tried to make her seem so difficult, but they never said another word? You guys, it's just going down. And I think Harry is finally admitted, I don't trust you people. You people are evil. Get out of my face. And kudos for Harry for fighting back. Now, the royals keep coming out there and tipping their hand, right? William, guess what's going to happen when I'm king? What? Besides you, have you, spoiler alert, have you seen the pictures of William? Do you know that he is still coming out? Uh, he's still coming out with walking out with that beard, which makes it really funny because they're always trying to drag Meghan, saying, oh, all she cares about is being a fashionista and a stylish. The jealousy. William wants to be seen as a sex symbol. He wants to be seen as a heartthrob. Imagine you being the king of all the realm. Imagine having, in my opinion, stolen billions from the poor. Imagine all this stuff, and you still want to be a sex symbol. Now imagine you look like William, and baby, like you don't like. There's nothing like manly about you. Imagine all that stuff, right? That's what it's sorry. Imagine all that stuff. That is what's going on with William. Oddly enough, Kate is still missing. And while everybody says that she's going through chemo and she's going through cancer, when is she coming back? Does she have an ETA date? Or are all the rumors true that Kate literally is phased out and Kate is holding on by hide or hair? Again, I'm not saying I don't know how anybody's chemotherapy goes, but we're getting into September. Remember back in January, they told us that we wouldn't see Kate really return to royal duties until 2025. And we're like, how could you know that? Has anybody gone through chemo for almost January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, going on 9 months? Does that happen? Maybe. I just know that it's weird with Kate. She's well enough for Wimbledon. She was well enough for all this. She's well enough for her family vacation. Why can't we see her? Anyway, that's a little tangent, but we do need to talk about the way Harry has basically told his family, you can go F yourself. He is done living in their shadows. And now the royal family is getting really, really nervous. Okay. They want to know what's going on with those other books. Meghan has her diary. Harry can write other books. Let me tell you something. And this is what they don't want to realize. They can try to discredit Harry and Meghan as much as they want. They can try to keep them away. The world will always care. When Meghan is truly ready to tell her story, the world will sit down and listen. When Harry is willing to tell part two, the world will sit down and listen. Speaking about sitting down and listening, um, did y'all hear what's going on with the Royal Lodge? Andrew is still going in on Charles. Andrew has said that he believes that he don't have to leave the Royal Lodge. Okay. He believes that all he has to do is wait for Charles to die. And apparently he has some deal with William that William's not going to evict him. Andrew, you're insane. When Charles dies, William is so arrogant and he does not care. He will drag your pudgy little body out from the Royal Lodge, throw you out. And if Kate's being good, give Kate and her family the Royal Lodge in a divorce settlement. Now, the funny thing about that divorce settlement, well, is a lot like, again, say what you want. You cannot divorce a sitting queen. Maybe it's a separation settlement to keep her out of there and she can do whatever she wants, just leave William alone. I do want to say this though, right? Right now, Charles is doing his best to drag Andrew out by his pudgy little fingers out of the Royal Lodge so that Camilla can have it. Because when he passes away, he wants to make sure that Camilla and her bloodline are still honored and respected. Okay. Now, will William let Camilla stay there? Camilla does run all of the tabloids, all of the journalists. She makes it known she rules with an iron fist, right? She is literally the real life Littlefinger. However, William's arrogant and William doesn't care. And William would be so stupid and arrogant as to think that he could go head on with Camilla and win. I love to see it. I actually can't wait to see what happens after Charles passes and how Camilla spins. You worried about Meghan writing a tell all. Camilla is going to wreak havoc on the royals. But Camilla, be careful because nobody is stronger than that system. And even though Camilla might seek to destroy William, I have a feeling, I don't know, I hope she stays. Well, she better hope to God that she stays out of trouble or tunnels as it was. But honestly, Kate's family's angling for the royal thing, Royal Lodge. Andrew wants the Royal Lodge. Camilla thinks the Royal Lodge is her. As much as they keep trying to deflect with Harry and Meghan, there is going to be such a power vacuum when Charles dies that Harry and Meghan are going to be the least of William's worries. But we know that William will make crushing them and hurting them and doing anything he can the first of his priorities. I don't know, you guys. Things are heating up. I am happy that Harry is finally telling his family to go F himself and finally letting everybody know, even though the people that are in charge don't want to admit it. And by in charge, I mean the people that are in the royal family, they don't want to admit. Harry is sending a message. It's yes, it's about my family's safety, but right now I don't trust you guys. And if I and my family have to come to the UK with the promise that your security will keep my family safe, nah, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that tomorrow. We're not doing anything. Congratulations to Harry and Meghan moving forward. I can't wait to see the TV shows, wait to see what they want. But just say this, right? I feel like the royal family has created these unrealistic expectations with Harry and Meghan. Hear me out. Harry and Meghan are starting new businesses. Most new businesses do fail. They do. If you're lucky, they're wildly successful. Harry and Meghan have been lucky in some ways, maybe unlucky in others. When it comes to business, it's completely normal. You don't have to be a fan of them and act like everything they do is so great. But I feel like the royal family is doing this weird game that they were on a winning team called the Royals. And if they do anything else, unless it's a huge success, it doesn't make sense. It 100% does make sense. It's called they have their freedom. It's called they have financial autonomy. It's called no matter what happens, they're going to be okay. Listen, we'll see what happens. The whole world is watching. I have a feeling the TV shows are going to do pretty good. At the very least, everything that Harry has accomplished in these short 4 years since they quit the Royals has eclipsed anything Kate, his brother, Charles, or Camilla all together have done. Everything, even down to that Netflix deal and finding a way to earn and support for the family. At the end of the day, we'll see what the future holds. But right now, um, If it's up to William, all the future holds is him cosplaying Harry, walking around with a beard, trying to be a hot dad, and trying to Skype his way into running a whole kingdom that he doesn't even deserve and actually won't even have for much longer. But anyway, that's just my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.